YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Defemorember. It is day 2. Day 2 is a free day, so that means that there is no particular prompt, so we can work on what we started or something new or an advance. And so I am going to be working on what I started yesterday. So here is what we have wrought so far. Some minor changes to the design, but here is the cover that we have now. Let's start with the back. So I did this stitching that is also on the front, but you can't see that anymore. I have the circles. I have the trim. This is the trim from Shell for Advent. This is some of the fussy cut roses that was in the material. These are the stamped buttons that we have. You can't tell, but there's 3 layers. There's layer 1, layer 2, and then this last layer of this gauze. I think if I were to do it over again, I might try and get some kind of an edge, but without the edge, I am also okay with it because it is texture once you get up close to it. These aren't sewn down, but the top is. And is there anything else that's not? This has got, it didn't sew this down sort of perfectly. I'm trying to leave a little bit of stuff that you can play with. So we are to the back now, and I only want to do one thing to the back, and that is I want to put this heart with this little bit, and I want to keep that for some unknown reason. And I might do something like that, or I might just do that. I'm not sure. I want to have something. If I just do that, I need to, this is too close to that color, and I want to be able to pull that out. Having said all of that, I need to sew my little heart on here first. And we have all of the colors, we have all of the thread. We also have a mess. Here we are. There's a needle. So I busted a needle yesterday. That was fun. I busted it because I was gripping onto this and it bent. But there we are. I'm very much liking what I have done so far. And I am thinking, you know what, let's put this decoration out. I worked this hard for it, so you can see it while we stitch. So hang on, I need to, moment of silence while we position this. Or do I go straight down into that? No, I think that's gonna be fine. Okay. Uh-oh. There we are. And I am going to, what am I going to do? I think I want to do that. Maybe, I don't know. What am I trying to do? We're not sure. I want to do the blanket stitch, but I always have such a heck of a time getting started. There we are. Now we're started. There we are. There, good. It's going to be way easier for me to go down. So I've pre-punched the holes in the heart, so that's why it looks so easy, is because the holes are there. But it's going to be a whole lot easier if I just approach the holes from top side. Because then I can see where they are. There we are. I don't know what to report, really. So on one of the prompts is a kintsugi house. And my working thought is that I will do a kintsugi gingerbread house, because that kind of makes me laugh. And I am now debating how I get a gingerbread. And I think what I need to do is make one. And so that may be some of the weekend time that I use. What are we doing? Did I do that right? I don't think I did it right. What happened? What just happened? I did it wrong. Well, we're going to do this. This does not need to be perfect. And that's lucky, because I am almost certain it's not going to be. Here. Oops. There. And I'm going to do this 3 times in this one hole so that we can turn the corner fairly easily. That is not a hole. Is that a hole? Well, it is now. Well, that's good enough. Oops, 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 oops. Ah. Oops. I think I'm going to do another one in that spot just so that I can turn the corner well. There we are. That one. And one more. There, that's all right. There's one. Oops, 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 oops. And I'm just going to leave a little leader. There. There. Okay, so now we need to place I feel like slightly above the green line is the right placement for this. And I have a little scrap just to add some more color. Does it go there? Or does it go up? Might go across. One of the things I have in my head is this is very skirt-like, and part of me wants to draw arms, a neck, and a head. Oh yeah, that was the thing I wanted to do. Good grief. I knew there was something. There. And so I don't need that now? Maybe I can just do that. Sure. Okay, so this is the first one. And now I need some more thread. And I found a beautiful gray that got really balled up into knots. It was spectacular knots. Do I still have any? I have a bit of one. Okay, so this can be double ply. It's going to be short, but that's probably just as well. There. Is that better? I need to have something that's bright. And maybe that is better. So we'll just zip this around. And so bless Michelle for creating a soft cover, because I would not be able to do this if this was hardcover. Oops. that should go all the way around. I'm just going to do a fairly quick running stitch. Ouch. Pliers these are jewelry pliers, but pliers would work just as well. Sort of something fairly fine is amazing for not wrecking your hands. I learned that trick from Ariane Zurcher, Zurcher. She is a fiber artist, embroiderer, knitwear designer, visual artists, etc., etc. She has a YouTube channel that she demonstrated a lot of embroidery stitches, and she is left-handed. So if you're left-handed and you need to figure out how to do an embroidery stitch, I am certain that she and her website have got you covered. She's a wonderfully creative person. She's also done some traveling, and she has posted the like the travelogue on her YouTube channel as well, which is fabulous. Because much as I would like to go places, I am very happy that somebody does it on my behalf, films it, and then shows me. It is, as my mother would say, a whole lot less bother. There, that's coming along really nicely. I went out today and it was very unpleasant outside. It was raining. But there weren't a lot of people out, which I did appreciate. This is the hard part. The closer you get to the spine, the less flexibility that you have. Oh, I don't know that I explained this fuzz. It was going to be on the spine, but then I moved it to the front because the smallest one is the size of the spine, and it just looked better when I pulled it to the front as opposed to just affixed it to the spine. So we might make beads or something, because there is space here that we can do like a whole thing rivet grommet business and do a dangle. Oh, careful what you say. Doodly boo's here. Hey, Grace. Oh, all right. Didn't expect you to answer. Sorry, I didn't mean to snort. Oh my gosh, what a character. Oh dear. Here, take that pin out. I regularly think, oh, I should do another needle holder, but then I just never get around to it. Oh, and Janet Nash, if you are watching, 3 circles, a little piece at the top, we're done. Janet is on a circle kick at the moment. And I totally understand why, because circles are so much full of potential. Full of so much potential. That's the way you should say that. Okay, and we're nearly done. There. And we do that, and then we do 1, 2, 3, and not, maybe another one, because this needs to be industrially strong. There. So we've got that done. Now I need to do this one. So I think if we get the V sort of as the completion of this kind of shape, that will be good. Am I going to pull this off? I'm going to pull that off. Well, there we are. Okay. That makes some visual sense. Like that. Woohoo! Okay, that's going to be left. And what else do I want to do? So I want to leave this as the flappy flap. I don't want it to sew that down. So we are going to do almost the same thing again. But we're going to get another strand of gray, and hopefully we won't get this as a total balled up mess. Oi, it was awful. Here, this is DMC 646. Gracie, what are you doing at the tree? Excuse me for a minute. Grace, my little cherub, what are we doing? Yeah, thank you. I've come back, but I need to stand up to undo the thread, because that's kind of what I didn't do the last time. I decided I would sit down to do it, and my arms weren't long enough. And I decided to pull it, and the pulling didn't help at all. So there's some extra. Here's the thread. What? We're ready to go. I need to find the magnet that I used to have on those scissors. Oh, I missed it last night when I was working on this. I wasn't working on it here. I was working on it in the other room so that I could watch the basketball. If there's anybody remotely interested, Raptors lost. Sad pants. And I think it's in here somewhere. But I do not need to look for it now because I am doing this. Okay, so where do I want to stitch? Let's Let's try. Nope. Yep. So the pattern that I am following here is not a straight around like this was. These have got very pronounced horizontals, so I am basically just doing up here, down here, up here, down here, up here, down here, so that I am following that pattern. Oops, I don't want the red. There we are. It has a way of disguising the stitching. Your eye gets lost in, it's too busy looking at the strong art lines. And gray is a fabulous color for hiding things. So 18% gray is a beautiful neutral. It just blends into colors like crazy. I learned that from Kate at the last Homely House. I need to find out what that scratching is because she's chewing something. My little cherub, what are we doing? Yes, I know. Do we have to close all the doors? I think we do. I know it's very good cardboard. It's premium cardboard. Oh my goodness sakes. And so that was Gracie chewing. I have a bookshelf that I still haven't put up. It's still in its cardboard box, but she makes an effort to open the cardboard box by essentially chewing the cardboard. And I swear she's going to be the one to open the box, not me. One day she's just going to take one, kind of like a Jenga of cardboard chewing. She's going to just take one bite too many. Here we are. There we are. See, you can barely discern. Barely discern it. But you'll be able to discern the rest of it because I'm going to do the same kind of stitching, I think, as I did there. Or do it, yeah, let's do that. No. Oops, careful. I wonder if I can do the blanket stitch again. No, let's just do what you're originally going to do. Or maybe I'll do a back stitch. Sort of thing. Michelle has created an advent calendar for me, and today's advent surprise was some buttons, which are very, very pretty. Does that come out? Sort of does. Well, and I'm thinking that they might go, not all of them, but one of them might go very well in here, or on here. There. And then just down and underneath. What you get? Oot you get. There. Goodness, we spent a half an hour doing this. Oops. Here, it's better. So there we are. Now all the plans for this, not so much. Which is fine. And maybe I can do that. Okay. Do I want to do any more of that? I'm gonna say no. We can audition some buttons. Oops. Oops. This one is beautiful. And it's all, so these are back post buttons, and this is a you can see it better there, a double dot. This is virtually the same kind of thing as that as well. So I think that is why we're going to do that. Should I put it there? Should I put it there? Should I put it there? Ooh. Like a half and half there. I think there. Now this, I can actually do through cover, I think. Or at least that's what I'm gonna do. Because sewing a button on in a bindy kind of way is hard work. Yeah, I need to put it half on the white so you can see it. Okay. One. Ow. Oops. Oops. There. That's a lot of tangled thread, so let's get that neatened out before we pull it. when I am talking to you directly like this, I am much more careful than if I were messing around on my couch. It's like I seem to somehow care more. I don't know if that's the right word for it. I take more care. Maybe that's a better way of saying it. Ooh, it's going through glue. Here we are. And one more. And then I think we're done. Oof. There we are. To the end here. There we are, to the edge. There we are. And we're done. Something like that. There. So we've got a button on there. We've got all of that. And then we have, oops, and then we have this. Is that gonna make me nuts? I want to pick it off every single time I see it. So it's gonna go. There we are. And a little heart. So that's great. I am loving that. So we've got 20 minutes left. Okay. So, okay. So we get to work in the book now. Hey, so what? Oh, that's a little parakeet. I love him. This was the treasure hunt. This might go there. I know what I wanted to do here. So this is Gracie, and she is sleeping. And I think there is a, because Louisa and Barbara are both German, and I have what I would call grade 13, a zillion years ago level German under my belt. I have a lost vocabulary, let's say, of German. Having said that, what I want to do is include, where it makes some sense, bits of German. And this is a perfect spot for it, because I think, so Silent Night, Holy Night, Silent Night was originally a German piece of music. And one of the ways they teach language is through memorizing poetry and singing songs, and then you can remember the vocabulary through the song or through the poem. I know some bananas German poetry, and also bits and pieces of music. And the Germans were big on Christmas music, or my German teacher was anyways. Long story short, the translation for sleep in heavenly peace is Schlaf im heilige Nacht. Ruhe. Wow. See, it's been a while. I need to write that down. And I also need to figure out the right spelling for it. So that would be, I think, is Schlaf im heilige, small h, capital R, Ruhe. Schlaf im heilige Ruhe. So I want to be able to create something here with that wording somehow. So we are on the hunt for a way of representing that here. I could just glue that on like that, but I feel that isn't terribly festive. And now I have that music in my head. Oh, so it's music. All right. Okay. Ah, see? Silent Night, English version. Schlaf im heilige Ruhe. Okay, so this is the page we need. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, yes. If you could be some Heilige Ruhe yourself, boo. Okay, so we need this. We need the music. Don't need that bit. Oh, the other thing I need to do. Oh dear, she's at the tree again. Hang on a second. Gracie, my little cherub. Okay, never mind. Ridiculously, she has toys that have bells. So I sometimes mistake her going for a toy for being under the tree. And that was an example. There. I know it. There. Okay, there's Silent Night. The other thing that we have not done, which is 100% part of the off-day celebrations. Is there something at the back here that I need to make sure you don't see? No, just taking it off. So this is the December Journal With Me kit from Cindy at Studio Lou's Patreon account. That's pretty. So let's go through them. I know it. That's beautiful. What's your problem, boo? I love that. The deer are so pretty. Love them. Buddy. Postcard. Squirrel. Squirrel. Oh, I like her. I like her a lot. I need to keep her. She looks very... She's a STEM girl. And that's what she is. And that's fun. These are all her prints, a method that she figured out how to do. It's very, very fun. like the owl. These kids have an amazing expression on them, on their faces. Ooh, I love that. I love that. I love them all. Ooh, houses. Ah. So you know what just happened. So that was me going, ah. I might not have to make gingerbread cookies. Gingerbreads after all. Ooh, I like these. These are really nice. Oh, I like little dolls. They're so sweet. Oh, sheep. Oh, sheep, little lammies. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I love these. Oh, I love those. Okay, so what are we doing over there, Boo? Okay. So I need one. One of those. And we're going to go backwards. If I say that I want it for this. Are we shredding more paper? Oh, you surely are. Oh, I like that rabbit. I'm not going the right way. Good grief. I like that one. Putting the Nacht in Stille Nacht. Those aren't really nights. Where's the other night? That one might be fun too. Just take it out just for... Oh, grins. I dare not look behind me to see what's happening. What are you doing there, dude? Oh, wow. Look at you go. Yep. Oh, the lambs. And I don't think I need... Oh, this reminds me. I have things to say. I always have things to say. So Rachel at Roxy Creations has access to something called straw paper. I think it is the Italian version of recycled paper, and it is a particular color of yellow. What is my point? My point is this. I would like to reproduce that color on a page, perhaps using some kind of a dye. We are bowling for dollars in the background. Good grief. So pardon the noise. And I think I can So here is how confident I am with something that I know virtually nothing about. I am confident that I could get that color-ish using cumin, I think. Cumin or some other spice that doesn't jump to mind. But it's a beautiful warm yellow. The other closest approximation that I can think of it is like an envelope color. You know, like those the yellow envelopes, that. Well, this is going to be a project in and of itself to just get one page done. So now we've got some bits anyways. We've got the words. We could probably, I like that, to be perfectly honest. And get that out. Maybe that. Gracie will come back into focus. And then somewhere, Schlafen Heilige Ruhe. So I am going to rip a bit of this top off. Good enough. So that should go up around there, I think. And this would come down, no, not too far, there. And I'm making a mark with my fingernail where I want to cut, that I can see very clearly on the other side. So let's cut that out. Got that like that. That like that. Well, it needs to be down a little bit more. But at least we have the line now. There. And this little doodly-doo. So, I know there was a lot of work done with the fringy bit. However, I am going to edit it out because it is difficult to cut for me. Come on. Still think that's better. Yeah, well, we'll plunk around with it. And then maybe that. And I'll get the right spelling and whatnot. Yeah. Okay, so that's the plan. This will be collaged and fixed up by the next time you see it, which is going to be tomorrow, where we can do some more. We'll do another page. Well, I still haven't got the plans put in, and I need to study this for some detail of how we can kintsugi up these houses potentially. Anyways, that is all for now. I hope you enjoyed that sort of smorgasbord of Defemember off day 2. I really appreciate, as always and ever, your company and having somebody to talk to. It means the absolute world to me. Super appreciate it. Gracie does too, I am certain. Anyways, that is all for now. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.